Hi, this is Monster Restore 91, and today I'm gonna upgrade these old wires into a post battery terminals, because these are like the original ones, so I decided to change them to post. So this is a 4 gauge. You could buy this at Amazon. These are the part numbers. So I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna loosen first. Always disconnect the battery so you won't short anything. So I'm gonna try to loosen this ground cable and put on the black one right here, this one. Then I'm gonna have to go all the way down to loosen the other terminal, the positive terminal, which is this one. It's gonna be all the way to the starter over there. So like I said, always disconnect the battery. Okay, so I already loosened it. The negative, it was just a 13 millimeter socket or open wrench. I'm using the open wrench. So now I'm gonna put the negative battery. Just be careful not to lose the bolts. This is how it looks like. So make sure when you connect the ground cable, which it was right here, make sure you sand it down. You don't want to have paint, so it could make a good ground. So sand it down a little bit just to make good metal contact. So I'm just gonna put the wire here and the bolt. It's only 13 millimeter bolt. Then I'm gonna have to go down to loosen the positive one, like I said, under the starter, and that should be it. Okay, I already tightened it down. You can see it's not moving. I already put the bolt and the bottom one right there. Like I said, you have to scrape right here to make good ground connection. So now what I'm gonna do is get the other wire. There's another wire right here. So this wire right here, you put it inside this one, and then you crimp it down with a crimping tool or a plier, whatever you got. I have a special tool for it. It's a crimping tool. You just crimp it. Once you put it in there, you just crimp it down and it makes good contact. And then after that, I'm gonna put some electrical tape around it and to protect it, so water cannot get in and start corrosion. So I'm gonna get going with that. I'm gonna get a crimping tool, which I'll show you right now. So there's a crimping tool, there's a wire cutter, and also strips. So the crimping tool, this is the wire cutter, so you have to be careful. If you put it right here, it will cut, but if you put it right here, it will crimp it. See right here, crimp it, and this is to cut. So you put it in between this one right here, not all the way in, just right here. So you could crimp it. So, and this is where you strip the wire. So this tool comes very handy to work on the electrical connections. I've been using it for a while now. You could buy it in the auto parts store. So I'm just gonna put it in there. the ground cable, this one, and then crimp it down. Okay, like I said, I was gonna crimp it down. I already crimped it down. So I give it a little pull so I can see it doesn't come out. So I'm gonna put black tape, electrical tape right here. Try to wrap it all the way over here to all the way to the very end over here, and then you wrap it together. And then you wrap it both wires together like that. So first wrap this one, all of it, and then you wrap this one, these two together, and that should be it. So make sure you have good contact, crimp it real good before you put electrical tape. You don't want it to come off. So now I'm gonna try to go on the bottom and loosen the bolt, so I could loosen the old positive terminal. Don't forget to put this bolt in so you won't lose it. So I'm gonna go on the bottom of the truck and loosen it so I could put this positive cable. So I already installed the terminal, like the one, the what's it called, the negative terminal. I'm gonna convert it into a post. So I found out an issue right here on the positive. It might be a short cable. Is not gonna reach all the way down there to the starter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use I'm gonna splice it from here and give it a little room for so I could like put a coupler. I'm gonna show you guys. I believe this is a 4-gauge cable, both of them. I bought them at Amazon. So sorry if I move too much, it's because I'm using the tripod, and this truck is pretty tall. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna cut the terminal right here, and I'm gonna use this splice. So what you do is you get a tool, the Allen wrench, and it's like a coupler. I'm gonna use one of these tools. So Allen wrench, it has all the sizes from small to big. It's pretty cool, so you won't lose it. You just pop them out, kind of like a pocket knife. So you have all the small sizes. So you could open it right here. It has an opening right here. So I'm gonna get going. I'm just gonna cut it. I'm gonna use my Smith & Wesson knife. It's one of my favorite knives, so always be careful when cutting. You don't want to cut your fingers off. So this is my project truck. Like I said, I already invested maybe $6,000 on this truck. I still need to buy the fender. I don't want to be banging it. It's too much work. So I'm just gonna buy a new fender. I already removed it, but I put it back in so I could keep it covered, so animals cannot go in here. So I'm also gonna buy a metal grill in the front. So little by little, I'm just gonna be working on this truck. It's a cool project truck. This is one of my first engines that I sent to go get rebuilt, since I don't really have time to work in it as much because of work. So like I said, just be careful when working. Run electrical, always disconnect the battery. Right now I have the battery disconnected since I removed where the battery sits. causing any sparks since I removed it. Right now I'm just gonna get the wire stripper. It's almost there. So yeah, I had to buy this adapter because, like I said, it was not gonna reach all the way to the starter. So I'm just gonna cut it and put a coupler and then put electrical tape. So I'm gonna buy a new battery. Planning to buy a good battery, like at least a 2-year warranty. So it could last me a little bit more longer. So I'm pretty much upgrading this. It's still gonna have like the classic style truck, but I'm upgrading, like I said. I don't know if you see my other YouTube video of how I installed the headlights. I'm upgrading this vehicle. I'm gonna put some 17-inch rims, black rims. I'm gonna remove the old stock ones, and that I don't need. I don't really care about these. So I'm gonna put all-terrain tires. So little by little I'm just gonna be working on it, installing new parts for it. I know it's a lot of money. When it comes to old vehicles, you always have to replace everything. I replaced a lot of things on the engine, a lot of sensors and EGR valves, hoses. I bought it off on eBay, O'Reilly's, all the auto parts stores different. Where I couldn't find it in one, I'll try to look for somewhere else. Some parts cost me like 250 to 200, almost 300. So it's a lot of money. I already cut it, so now I'm gonna put it right here and put it inside the coupler like that. So first I'm just gonna be taking my time peeling it off, like you peel a potato or an apple. So just be careful. I'm pretty good with knives, so I'm very careful not to cut my finger off. So I'm just taking my time. Right now I'm gonna measure how much I have to cut so I could put it inside the coupler. It's gonna be a good farm truck. I have a lot of trucks. I have a Ford 85 Ford F250 dual tank, also like this one. I even changed on this truck the dual tanks, both of them. They're both brand new. And yeah, probably be. I have also a 1950 Dodge truck, which I would like to replace, also like restore it. Not like fancy, more like an off-road type. Make it look cool. Not like a lowrider or anything like that, just off-road, since I live in the middle of nowhere. So I'm just gonna be using it on the dirt roads. And yeah, I bought it like a couple of years ago. So it'll be a cool project. It'll be probably my last project. Cause there's a lot of money spending on these trucks, so I just want to finish my last project, which it will probably be my 1950 Dodge truck. It's the B series. Probably I'll show you guys in another video that truck that I want to restore. So yeah, I'm almost done peeling this thing off. I'm just going around it. Almost done. So like I said, be careful. I'm using a knife. There we go. I don't know if you could see right here, it has like the Allen wrench. So this is a size 764 right here. 764. So right here, what you do is just open it as a little bit. Be careful not to loosen it too much, because you could lose this little screw. There's two screws, so when you splice it, one wire is gonna go this way, and the other wire is gonna go this way. So make sure they're in contact. So probably these are not corrosive, so I'm still gonna put electrical tape around it. So like I said, don't unscrew it all the way out, because you don't want to lose it. So I don't know if you could see in there like I'm not losing it. See? So this is kind of like, it's a coupler that you join in. You cut the two wires and you connect them, and then you screw them in to tighten it. You don't have to like twist it like that, like the other wires. You just plug them in there, so you don't have to twist them. So it's a cool coupler. I bought this on eBay, comes with two of them, but I believe it's like $10 on eBay. If you don't want to like risk it that the wire's too short or too long, you just make your measurements and then cut it. So right now I'm just gonna see how much to go in. But I'm gonna have to cut a little bit more, like right here, so it could reach kind of like right there, and then you just join it. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit more, so be careful not to lose it. So the piece, so I'm just gonna continue cutting it more. The wire. Okay, so I installed it. I just twisted it in there, and then I ended up using the Allen wrench, the 1/8. Ended up changing the differences because they couldn't tighten it much longer because it was too small. The 764, I believe. So I changed the Allen wrench to 1/8, and I tightened it. See, like it doesn't come out. Look, see. So now I'm losing it a little bit in the inside, not all of it, because then I don't want to lose the screw. So now I'm just gonna cut this one, the red one, and connect it in here, because this is the positive. So then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna tape it around. I know they say it's not non-corrosive, but I don't want to take the risk. So I'm just gonna be wrapping also this one, the ground cable, all together. Like wrap it first right here, and then wrap it all together with the ground cable. So right now I'm just gonna cut the positive one, and that's it. That should be done. And then I'm gonna buy the fender and the grill, put everything, make everything look nice again, the truck, and then buy some tires, like I said, and it's gonna look off the hook. I'll tell you guys that. Look at that beautiful headlights. If you haven't seen my other video, check out how I installed the air horn and the headlights. So a little bit later I'm gonna be filming this videos on how I restore my truck. I still have to buy the intake manifold which it will cost me like 160 on the passenger side, and I believe the other side, the driver's side, is more cheaper. Yeah, parts are very expensive on these vehicles. Some of the parts, not all of them. Some parts I gotta rebuild, like the starter and the alternator. So that was like $50-$60. So, and the carburetor, I think like $150, I think, or $100. I can't remember. It's the Rochester four barrel carburetor. It's not the 2-barrel, 4-barrel. So 350 engine, the 5.7 liter. And the distributor cap that cost me like $210, I think. So it's pricey. I ended up painting it Chevy orange. I don't know if you can see it's a little dirty, but probably will clean it. And I need brand new fuel pump on the engine. So little by little I've been changing a lot of things. Even the motor mounts, brand new on eBay. Brand new spark plugs, cables. This hose from the air filter, like $87, I think, on eBay, brand new. Cause you know, I don't know why people take them off. I don't know why, but I didn't like it. I like to have everything complete, stock, so I could pass the emissions test. So I know I had to buy some hoses for the EBAP and the PVC and the EGR. All those, they need new hoses, so I'm gonna buy them on Amazon for like $30. Also, the master cylinder is brand new. The brake booster is brand new. Brand new calipers. Brand new hoses from the calipers, from the brake hoses. Brand new in the front. Brand new radiator, the 3-row. So all this, some things are brand new, some things are restored. This is spray painted. The air filter housing, even the firewall spray painted. Everything is spray painted before we put the engine in. So there's a lot of work that I have done. Like I said, I spent like $500 to rewire a lot of things that the rats chewed on. So it's a lot of investment, a lot of work. Brand new windshield wiper tank. It's gonna need new hoses because they got chewed on by rats. Well, it was already chewed on by rats. I haven't replaced it. So little by little I'm just replacing all the things that it needs. So yep, little by little. So I'm just gonna get going. I'm gonna cut this one. I'm probably gonna cut it like somewhere around here. Not too long, not too short, so I could adapt it to this coupler. Like I said, it's a 4 gauge. Both of them. If you need to do it on the negative terminal, you could do it on the negative terminal or positive, whichever. But the negative, it wasn't too hard because I connected it right here. I scraped it to make good contact, ground contact. It's on top of the alternator. Like I said, I'm just gonna paint it. So I'm just gonna finish installing the positive cable, and that should be it. Okay, so I ended up cutting the wire already. You can see the terminal, not too long, kind of short. I'm gonna keep this for in case I have another vehicle. I could put a positive terminal right here. Just like I said, just splice it and use the other coupler that came with it. The other one is the same size, the same thing for another project video. So always don't throw it away. It's very good material. So now I'm just gonna install it right here. Like I said, always measure it right here and then mark it down and cut it. So just twist it like that, and just finger tighten it first. Make sure it goes all the way in there. So now you get the Allen wrench. Just tighten it. It's not hard, it's very easy to use. So it's a simple process. See? So always make sure it doesn't come out. So give it a little tug, like a little pull, and if it doesn't come out, it means that you did a good job. So yep, there you go. So I'm just gonna put electrical tape on this, like wrap it around with black tape, because this says it's non-corrosive, but I don't want to take the risk, like I said. And there's a wire right here. I don't know for what I don't know if it could be for an amplifier, but I'm just gonna use it for my positive connector, that for the for my blowhorn. I'm just gonna put it right here and then crimp it down with the crimper and wire stripper. So I'm just gonna crimp it down. So there you go. I just have to make sure that it's not in the wire cutter, or else you'll cut it. So make sure it's a crimper. It says it right here, and there's a wire cutter. So I use a crimper. So now I'm gonna give it a little test. If it doesn't come out, don't pull it too hard. So I don't know if you can see, it's already crimping there. This is 12 gauge, can't remember. So yep, so it's already done. So now the positive cable, put this one away. The positive and the negative, they could both, make sure they could both reach to the positive and negative. So there you go, this is how it looks. So I'm just gonna, like I said, just put electrical tape, and that's it. Easy work. Now they're gonna be post, not like the old ones that they just screw in. So yep. So thank you for watching my videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and give a thumbs up, and stay tuned for other project videos, which I want to show like how I restore this truck. I'm not gonna make it too fancy. Like I said, I live in the dirt roads. See, it's all dirt. So there's no need to me making it fancy with nice paint job. So yep, I'm just gonna finish cleaning, putting my tools away. So there you have it. Brand new terminals.